Good morning. Morning. Loud. Wake up, because I just woke up. I don't know how you guys do it, getting up so early to go to school, and now that I'm retired, this is killing me today. But congratulations, and on behalf of the board, let me tell you about these Educators of the Year, honored for their work for the past 2 school years. They've been patient, waiting all this time to be recognized at this breakfast. They're educated with an average of 12 years in our district. They are creative, having navigated teaching and learning during the pandemic in a fully remote and hybrid settings, utilizing various platforms and navigating new safety protocols. A lot of it had to be learned. As John likes to say, we were building the plane as we were flying it, and you guys were all the mechanics building that plane, and the pilots actually. You've inspired some educator parents as influences, many having found their calling through a teacher of their own. Major Vasquez actually was my son's teacher in 2004, I think. You guys are all team players. You speak of collaboration, being friends with your peers and advocates for your students, recognizing mentors and becoming ones themselves. You love children, finding joy in working with them and finding satisfaction in their careers. You meet all of their students where they are, even in a virtual world. And finally, they are ours. You guys are ours, and we celebrate you today. We really, really sincerely thank you for everything that you do in a normal year, but you guys have managed to do this in such an unusual time, and you've all risen to the occasion, and really, you're the shining stars of our district, and we're very proud of you. So on behalf of me and the board, thank you so very much for what you guys do.
Great job, Nancy. I even got like 3 or 4 sips of coffee on that one. Next up, I'd like to call upon Mr. Begley and Ms. Riga, who on behalf of the PTO, PTSO organizations would like to extend their congratulations to our honorees.
Good morning. So every year we come to this event, I try to get Wendy to talk, and she just doesn't want to. Good morning. So on behalf of the leadership of the Franklin Township School District President's Council, we congratulate you on being chosen by your peers as the Governor's Teacher of the Year and the Governor's Educational Services Professional for this school year. And I think last year too. For all of the winners here this morning, we want to thank you because you all truly shine. You stepped up during the pandemic and settled right in as we went from remote learning and then switched to hybrid and now back into the buildings. Many of you personally reached out to your students to check on their mental health and to provide additional help where needed. That was truly appreciated by a lot of the parents. We recognize and appreciate how our teachers and service professionals play a large role in making a difference in our students' well-being and long-term success. Thank you for your daily efforts. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your integrity. Thank you for your optimism, and thank you for inspiring our children. We entrust you with our children every day. You are asked to do so much and rarely get the recognition that you deserve. Let today be the special day for everything that you all do for us and our children. You are selfless givers and mentors to so many. You have a heart of compassion and encouragement and patience. We truly appreciate the commitment that you have to your profession and our families. Please continue to share your leadership skills and abilities with your colleagues and students to inspire towards excellence. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Nick. And now, our favorite part of the event. It's time for breakfast.
pull Dr. Rupaul and perhaps also Nancy report for a few words. We're live.
Hello, sir.
We're joined here by Dr. John Rupaul, who, as you know, is the school superintendent for the district. Dr. Rupaul, tell folks what's going on here today.
So this is our Teacher of the Year, or Educator of the Year breakfast. It's annual recognition for some outstanding educators. This happens to be 39 because we're the spring of 20 we were not able to do it, and the spring of 21 we were not able to do it. So this fall program is giving them their due, which is to honor their accomplishments for those 2 previous years. And this spring we'll get back on track with our Educators of the Year for 2022. Great event, honestly, so well deserved. Each of our honorees made significant contributions to their individual schools, so we're really excited to highlight some of their accomplishments.
I remember you used to have this at the VOTEC, this event.
So the very first year we did it, yes, we did it at the vocational school, and then it's wherever there is availability of it. But we were happy to bring it back to town, which we did do in, I think, after that first year, and then we've circulated it around town since then to different venues, and this happened to be this year's.
If I recall correctly, this is something you did at your previous district? You brought it to Franklin?
So, actually, we did it countywide. I was part of a superintendent's group in my former county, and we did it countywide for all of the educators in the county. We brought it here to Franklin. Since then, the county has mimicked that effort, and with my help and some other superintendents' help. But they haven't been able to do it either in the last several years, and I don't know if they're going to resurrect it or not. But certainly, we're fortunate to be able to continue it.
All right, thank you very much for joining us. We'll let you go back to your program.
Enjoy your breakfast.
And again, that was Dr. John Rupaul on Hamilton Street here at Franklin for the now again.
I hope you enjoyed or are enjoying your breakfast. How about a round of applause for our Marigold staff? They did a great job. Now, without delay, the whole reason we're here is to celebrate our honorees. So our process for the remainder of the program will be for me to call each of our principals forward, one at a time, who in turn will introduce the honorees from his or her building. My understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, Mrs. Clark, as a principal comes up, so we'll use Dr. Solomon as an example since we're going to start with the high school. As Dr. Solomon comes up, his honorees will come up as well. They'll circle around him, and he will introduce each to all of you. And then we will have some folks up here to shake hands, provide a certificate, the gift, and those folks I'd like to call forward are the folks that all contributed to the program. Our Board of Education members, Mrs. LaCourte, Mr. Grippo, if they'd come up and join me on the stage. Mr. DeMaglio and Ms. Riga, Dr. Solomon and Mr. Mayor, if you would all come forward and help in honoring folks from our stage. Again, they represent organizations that all contributed to this wonderful program of ours this lovely morning. And first up, we're going to start with our high school and our principal, Dr. Nick Solomon. Dr. Solomon.
time, can I have Major Vasquez, Ms. Danberry, Mr. DeMarco, and Ms. Martin, please come on up. Well, good morning and congratulations to all of our honorees that are here this morning. We cannot do our jobs without all of you, and thank you for all the excellence that you provide each and every day. So now I'm going to introduce our wonderful staff at Franklin High School, and I'm getting to know them, getting to build relationships with them, and I can't wait to learn about all the amazing things that they do each and every day. But I want to start with the 2020, excuse me, recipients, and first is Major Jacqueline Vasquez. Tell me, and I forget. Teach me, and I remember. Involve me, and I learn. It's a quote by Benjamin Franklin. This is Major Vasquez's favorite quote. What I've learned in the first 2 months as the principal of Franklin High School is that Major Vasquez is undoubtedly present with our students, and she's willing to help our students do whatever it takes to move the building forward. Major Vasquez is in our 18th year working in education after retiring from the U.S. Army, and all 18 years have been at Franklin High School as the JROTC Army instructor. She lives by the JROTC mission statement to motivate young people to become better citizens. Major Vasquez. Next we have, for the 2019-2020 year, is Heather Danberry. With the spotlight. Ms. Heather Danberry has been in the educational field for the last 14 years, and is undeniable that her commitment to our students in Franklin Township is second to none. Ms. Danberry serves as a school counselor at Franklin High School. She has dedicated her career to assisting students in realizing their unique talents and personality traits so they can explore their passions and work towards a successful life after high school. Ms. Danberry's responsibilities include Advanced Placement Coordinator, Military Liaison, and currently co-leading our first ever Franklin High School social and emotional initiative called Warrior Mindset. Since I arrived at Franklin High School, Ms. Danberry has been very supportive, and I'm very excited she is on the Franklin High School staff. Ms. Danberry. Moving to the 2020 to 2021 school year, first up we have Mr. Peter DeMarco. Now, Mr. DeMarco has been in education for 20 plus years. However, the last 21 years, Mr. DeMarco has been an English teacher at Franklin High School. Education runs in his family, as both of his parents were educators, which describes his instincts as a teacher. I find the most critical attribute in a teacher is the ability and willingness to build positive relationships. In the short time I have worked with Mr. DeMarco, he comes across as a person that is so easy to get along with. Just like so many that are here in attendance today, Mr. DeMarco is committed to our students and overall well-being of Franklin Township Public Schools. Your service over the past 2 decades is genuinely appreciated. As his favorite quote states from Anne Rice, none of us really changes over time. We only become more fully what we are. Mr. DeMarco, our students are better because of you. Congratulations. And last but not least, for the 2019-2021 school year, we have Miss Sharonda Martin. Miss Martin shares her favorite quote is by Amanda Gorman, which states, "For while we have our eyes on the future, history has its eyes on us. Through my eyes, Ms. Martin, I observed a dedicated and motivated person in helping students by providing them guidance and support. Ms. Martin has kept her focus as an educator on students for the last 15 years. She began her career in Irvington Public Schools as a language arts teacher, and for the past 5 years, she was the literacy coach at Franklin High School. As a result of her outstanding work and accomplishments, she was recently named the vice principal of Franklin High School back in January of 2021. Ms. Martin has assisted the district leadership with virtual town halls to better support families during the pandemic. Furthermore, she provides leadership and support with PBS-IS initiatives, and we're so happy to have Ms. Martin as a leader at Franklin High School, so congratulations.
Next up will be our Hamilton Street campus, Franklin Middle School Hamilton Street campus. Our principal, Ms. Ahern. Come on up, Ms. Ahern.
I was afraid I was going to trip, but that worked. You too? Yes, I was able to. There isn't a profession that means more to the future of this country than what our recipients here do today. One of my favorite quotes by Kevin William Huff, it says, "Teachers paint the minds and guide their thoughts, share their achievements and advise their thoughts, inspire a love of knowledge and truth as you light the path which leads our youth. For our future brightens with each lesson you teach, each smile you lengthen, each goal that you help reach. For the dawn of each poet, each philosopher and king begins with a teacher and the wisdom they bring." Our first recipient is Miss Colleen Begley, and from that quote, this describes Colleen, the artist. I like when it says that you paint the minds and guide the thoughts, share their achievements and advise their thoughts. That is representative of you. Colleen is a champion for our community inside and outside of the classroom. Some of the thoughts that her colleagues said: creating magic every day for all of her students. Develops inspiring relationships. When I think about relationships, you are the master builder. Always has a smile on her face, building relationships. She works with some of our most spirited kids, and she makes the learning happen every day. She created a classroom environment where her students know success and has it at their fingertips. She is a champion. She embodies everything that we look for. Colleen, thank you for everything that you do, and today we celebrate you. Our next recipient, Mr. Walton. I love this part of the quote. It says, "Inspire a love of knowledge and truth as you light the path that leads our youth." When you see Mr. Walton in the hallway, your day automatically gets better. Listen to what some of his colleagues had to say. The care and attention he gives to his students is always so genuine and sincere. He clearly loves his job. The degree of patience he uses with them is impeccable. But then I tell his colleagues he needs patience. He's a Giants fan. I'm sorry. I mean, oh yeah, that's right, Cowboys fan. That's even worse. But okay. Back to all the great things that you do. You know, I don't think you ever really realize the impact that you have on students every day. But you are respectful, you're professional, you're dedicated, and you're committed. This is Mr. Walton, our Educational Services Professional of the Year. Congratulations. Next we have Ms. Rupaul Patel. And this quote is just great for her. For our future brightens with each lesson we teach, each smile you lengthen, each goal that you reach. I think the smile on your face and your positive attitude, I think it's in our job description for our educational service professionals, because everyone wrote about the smile on their face and their patience. She has a unique ability to connect with and support everyone in the building, whether it's staff or students. Ms. Patel just has that passion for education, and she's a lifelong learner. She recently acquired the skills to be trained as a registered behavior technician. Now, who goes back to do that? Ms. Patel, that's who. She strongly believes that if you believe in yourself, success will follow, and it shows for everything that you do for our students. When you enter a classroom, you could tell by the hard work and the dedication. When we walk into the classroom, we couldn't tell who the lead teacher was, and that's kudos to you and the staff. She is passionate, she's a lifelong learner, she's dedicated, and she's committed. She is Ms. Rupaul Patel, our Educational Service Professional of the Year. Congratulations.
Next up, Franklin Middle School, Samson G. Smith campus. Ms. Rutledge.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here with you. It's with honor and pride that I speak about the wonderful educators and hear the great things about everyone during this traditional breakfast. The first person I would like to introduce today is our Teacher of the Year, who could not be with us in 1920. I'm moving the years right along, aren't I? Ms. Touloud, teacher, grade 6 science, is a patient, kind, caring, and dedicated person to her students. Ms. Touloud instills a love of learning for all students that she teaches. Ms. Touloud is highly committed and active in community service, both inside and outside of our school and community. Ms. Touloud created a middle school mentor women to girls program and taught young women many important life skills for their future. She is a well-respected and vital member of our school team, and we do miss her not being with us this evening. Congratulations and thank you goes to Ms. Touloud. Ms. Precious Akolache is here with us today. Ms. Precious Akolache is the Educational Services Professional of the Year, selected by her colleagues at Franklin Middle School SGS campus. Ms. Akolache is energetic, caring, positive, with an upbeat personality. She's trying to be humble right now, but it's really not. Along with being committed to students, parents, and teachers. Ms. Akolache builds relationships with each individual, regardless of individuals being either students, adults, or parents, and treats every person in a special manner and with dignity. Ms. Akolache is a valuable and well-respected member of our school team. Congratulations and thank you, Ms. Akolache. The next person with us today is Dr. Rose King. Come on up, Rose. Dr. Rose King was a literacy coach at Samson G. Smith campus. She recently moved on and is now a supervisor in a different district, and we wish you the best, Rose. Rose was selected as the Educational Services Professional for the year 2021. Dr. King is an individual who is overwhelmingly supportive of the entire school community. In her role as coach, Dr. King provided professional development, resources, and opportunities for all content area teachers. Dr. Rose King has made herself available to coordinate after-school tutorial programs through Title I grants, in addition to offering various workshops for parents, such as Parent Partners, NJSLA, and Literacy Nights. Congratulations, and thank you for coming out to join us today, Rose. We appreciate it. And the last person who could not be with us today, but really is not forgotten, is our Teacher of the Year for 2021, Jessica Gonzalez. Ms. Gonzalez is a certified reading specialist and highly trained in using Orton-Gillingham approaches to enhance reading to students in grades 6 to 8. Ms. Gonzalez supported the launching of a new program which embedded the multisensory learning approaches from Orton-Gillingham into an interdisciplinary program that included language arts literacy, science, and social studies. Along the way, Ms. Gonzalez collaborated with many other special educators in all 3 disciplines. Congratulations and thanks go to Ms. Gonzalez. And thank you. Have a great day.
I just said to Dr. King, it's not unheard of that we steal people back and move on to become administrators in other districts. So don't take your phone off the hook, Dr. King. There you go. They're not going to give you a nice breakfast like this. Finally, our elementary schools. So we're going to introduce each of our elementary school principals, or whoever is representing the elementary school. And same process, you'll bring your folks up, circle behind, and we'll go from there. So first up is our Claremont Road Elementary School, and that's Principal Nicole Revere. Ms. Revere.
Good morning, everyone. Nice to see so many familiar faces actually in the audience, in addition to my Claremont family who I'm bringing up to introduce to you. So congratulations to all the teachers and support staff out there. Well deserved. So as you know, Claremont is our newest elementary school here in Franklin Township, and we were given a very unique gift in 2018, an opportunity to build a family. So I am a very lucky woman this morning because I get to introduce to you 4 amazing members of my family. One of the things that we do as a Claremont family is we spend a lot of time together building our social and emotional capacity. So we do different activities during staff meetings and gatherings to try and figure out how we tick. And one of the activities that we've done recently is called the Common Thread. So the intent of an activity like this is for all staff members to share different things about themselves and then to figure out what it is that they have in common. So we don't have time to play this game together this morning, so I'm going to kind of jump ahead and share with you the common thread between these 4 amazing women, and that is selflessness. I am very, very pleased to share with you that Ms. Letty Sarengo and Ms. Pamela Lack were our Teacher of the Year 2019-20, 2020-21, and Ms. Maureen Zerdowski and Ms. Maribeth Burzy were our support staff professionals for 1920 and 2021. Their selflessness goes beyond just the work that they do on our campus every day, and that has been demonstrated in a number of ways in response to the last 18 months that we have been contending with, and even more specifically the last 3 months that have proven to be an even greater challenge coming back to full in-person instruction. So I'm actually going to turn my back to you guys for a second, because as a family member, as their mom, I'd like to address them each personally, and you'll get the benefit of listening. So Letty, I can close my eyes and I can remember when I was a supervisor working for Hank Sharon, walking into your classroom at Pine Grove Manor, a much younger version of myself, and the magic that you made happen then. And I can now walk down to your classroom 50 feet from my office and still watch that magic happen. So I am incredibly grateful to you for coming to work every day, for your out-of-the-box thinking, for your willingness to be an innovator, for your exceptional ability to mother your students, and for your amazing capacity to be a mother yourself. So congratulations. Okay, Pamela. Pam is my second to newest friend on the stage. And words cannot begin to impress the memory making that Pam has done as a teacher in my building. She has proven to me that stretchy pants is definitely the way to go to work, because when we want to get down and dirty with our students, we need to be able to get on their level or on the floor or lay next to them, whatever it takes. Her capacity to see the best in some students who others have a difficult time sometimes seeing the best in is a true gift. And the children are all the better for it because we have a number of success stories. So, way to go, Pam. Okay, Maureen. So, Maureen is an Irish step dancer, everyone. I told her she needed to do a little jig, perhaps just one quick pose. Okay, she won't do it. Maureen, again, exemplifies selflessness in her ability to take the lead on a number of tasks that go beyond that of a classroom paraprofessional. I can give Maureen a call on the phone or on the loudspeaker and ask her to do whatever it is that is needed, and it is without reservation that she does it. She has proven to be someone who can replicate and mirror instruction in a moment's notice, to assist her teacher as if they were, again, simpatico. So again, Maureen, the children are blessed to have you, as am I. Congratulations. And last but not least, Ms. Maribeth Burzy. She is our school nurse. And I can remember meeting Maribeth Burzy for the first time at the old board office, where she was looking lovely, a little preppy self, and now she wears scrubs to work. So we've come full circle. Maribeth is a true leader in the world of medicine. She understands, most significantly, healing power. And healing power doesn't necessarily just come from medicine, it comes from the heart. So I am incredibly grateful to her abilities, not only to be able to assess situations where it requires a lot of medical attention and attention to detail, but more importantly, her willingness to roll up her sleeves and work side by side with me to reach out to families who need the heart. So I am, again, very thankful to you, as are all of our staff and our students. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are Claremont Strong, and these are our members of the Claremont family.
Next up, Connerly Road Elementary, acting principal, Miss Kylie Brett. Come on up, Miss Brett.
It is with great personal pleasure and professional pride that I introduce the Teacher of the Year and the Educational Services Professional for 2019-20 for Connerly and 2020-21 for Connerly Road School. Susan Mockover. Susan Mockover has been dedicated to the field of education for over 25 years now. In those 25 years as educators, we have all found ourselves measuring the success of our students by the products they are able to present. When they have presented them, having done them independently. So many times, we educators take the pulse of the classroom from the independent responses students are able to give us. I have worked with Susan on committees over the years and was anxious this year to have the opportunity to work side by side with her. And in my interactions with her students, I am able to get the pulse. And in questioning a first grader at Connerly, who's your teacher this year? Students in Susan's class, each of them respond, I'm in Miss Mockover's class. It is said with that enthusiasm. This is the testament to an amazing learning environment that Susan creates for young students. Congratulations, Susan. Andrea? Our educational support professional, Andrea Antonoff, is also someone I was able to observe over the years in Franklin. She was a true mover and shaker in the years that the district was redesigning the role of AIS teachers and researching the impact these teachers could have on student success. I was so impressed at that time with Andrea's dedication and focus on purpose, and how fortunate for our students that she continues her meticulous planning and servicing of our students. One of Andrea's favorite quotes reads, "Enjoy the little things in life, for someday you may look back and realize they are the big things." And that is the story of Miss Antonoff. She takes one small step at a time, consistently leading to a future of big advances for our students. Congratulations. And now, for Connerly's 2020-21 Teacher of the Year, a veteran of over 30 years, Joy Kaczynski. Joy and I are on our second time around as colleagues, and for me, it has been a joy. Have you ever looked at someone and commented, "Oh, that name suits you so well"? People have said to me, "Wow, Eileen's a perfect name for you." Or I've said, "Nick, that's a perfect name for you. It suits you so well." Well, that can definitely be said for our 2021 Educator of the Year, Joy Kaczynski. Ms. Kaczynski brings joy to her class as well as to her colleagues. She understands well that the climate of an environment can either be inviting or toxic, and she is determined to make a difference with her joy. I don't think a day passes at Connerly that we do not hear Joy say, "Oh, I can help out with that," or "I served on that committee, I'll share the notes. Do you need help with that?" She definitely contributes to creating and maintaining an inviting, joy-filled learning environment at Connerly. Congratulations, Joy.
By the way, I do feel a little redeemed now that Eileen was up here to make that speech, because it wasn't but a few weeks after I was appointed and I joined the Franklin team in July of 2015, all excited to talk with Miss Brett, revered principal, leader, and my first conversation was, I'm retiring. I'm like, wait a minute, what did I do to this lady? I've only been here a couple of weeks. But when we had the opportunity to bring her back, she didn't hesitate. She's an excellent principal, and she did a wonderful job for us, taking care of Dr. Burnett's position. As you well know, Dr. Burnett, unfortunately, had an emergency medical leave. She's in good health, by the way, and she's getting better. She is retiring. But I wanted to thank, I don't often have the opportunity to publicly thank folks who step in, and Eileen didn't hesitate. I feel redeemed because I know it wasn't me. I didn't chase her out of here because she came back. So thank you, Eileen. Up next, Elizabeth Avenue, and our principal, Mr. John Haney. John?
All right, good morning, everybody. I had a plan coming up to the podium here. You'll notice that I had the staff get on the stage first. I was afraid I'd get lost on my way up here. Our educators bring unique talent, skills, and ideas to what they do. So I'm going to do my best to try to highlight the individual qualities that make each of the professionals you see behind me such good educators. So we're going to go back a couple years and we're going to bring up Ms. King first. So Ms. King was a paraprofessional EAS, and I'm warning Pine Grove that we are going to steal her back at some point. You just don't know when. So Ms. King has learned the importance of trust and developing trust. And she does that so well with her students because oftentimes the teacher will give an assignment and who has to make them do it? The paraprofessional. So Ms. King has developed so many good and trusting relationships with students that she's made a difference in their lives. And I know her students fondly remember her. And it's good for me to trust because I can always trust her to be a consummate professional every day. So congratulations, Ms. King. Next is a kindergarten teacher, Ms. Lauren Bojic. So in her remarks, Ms. Bojic spoke about building team and community, and she's absolutely masterful at this. If you walk into her room, you get the sense of her joy of teaching, which translates into a joy of learning. And you see it in her children so much. And she's learned that it's not about an individual, what she does, it's the value of what she builds with her students. And she does that not only in her classroom, but in the PBS program, which she has really brought up. So she does such a great job, and if you ever want to go into a classroom and see joy and love between teacher and students, that's the classroom you go into. Next we have Judy Lipinski, who is a paraprofessional as well. And one of the highlights of my career was learning to spell and pronounce her name, and I finally got it. So Judy, when I think of Judy, I think of the kindness. Like, you know how when you grew up you had that educator who cared about you and you knew it, and they made it crystal clear? That's what she does. So the children trust her. They know that she cares about them. And she does it in and out for the students every single day. So it's really awesome to work with her. The pictorial image that comes to mind for me is, you know when you watch the Charlie Brown Christmas special, and Charlie Brown takes the little tree? That's what Judy does with the children. She's like the Charlie Brown, and the group to that tree. So thanks, Ms. Lipinski. One up, Ms. Warner. I used to be a brunette till I met Ms. Warner. Ms. Warner teaches severely disabled students, and she does great work in the classroom and outside the classroom. She's very tech savvy, is not afraid to work hard. She runs spaghetti dinner fundraisers to raise money for her program, to take community trips. Now her newest agenda item is Unified Sports, which is having her students and other students with developmental disabilities work with general ed students to play sports together and just to make connections. So what I know mostly about Ms. Horner is the connection she has helped her students create with the rest of the building. The students are welcomed, they're treated with respect and dignity, because Ms. Horner understands respect and dignity for students is not being afraid to challenge them, not being afraid to set high expectations, but expecting them to be the best they can be. And that's the most respectful, dignified thing a teacher can do. So I thank you for that, Ms. Warner.
Next up, we have Franklin Park Elementary School Principal, Ms. Rebecca Solomon.
Congratulations to all of our Teachers of the Year and Educational Support Professionals of the Year. Just want to acknowledge you at this time. I'm reminded each year, teaching is my favorite profession because without teachers, no other profession exists. So I'd like to give a round of applause for all of our teachers and all of our students. So once in a while, we come upon educators who are truly outstanding at their work. When this happens, it's a privilege to recommend them to receive awards such as Teacher of the Year and Educational Support Professional of the Year. I'm a principal, and it's easy for me to say, hang in there, thanks for all you do. But I want you all to know exactly what I'm thankful for. So first up, Tracy Molinari. Tracy, our 2019-2020 Teacher of the Year, has been an educator for 25 years. As a special education teacher, she has mentored many teachers throughout the years and has a positive attitude and energetic approach to teaching and learning. She has a way of making lessons fun and engaging, lifting the level of her students by setting high expectations. She is famous for her passion of all things social studies, coordinating many ways for students to connect to the community by encouraging them to be active citizens through outreach projects such as our annual food drive, Candy for Troops, and our Halloween costume drive. She brings history to life with her famous reenactments of the Revolutionary War and other important moments in American history. When students remember Ms. Molinari, it often involves her teaching methods, engaging them in role-play and movement. She senses the needs of her students and transitions them with her famous Simon Says Championship games. Ms. Molinari is a leader and trusted friend to many of her colleagues. Tracy, I would like to thank you for taking the time to prepare meaningful lessons, even when you felt yourself dragging, for providing encouragement and support to our colleagues when they're down. Thank you for being kind to students. I I admire your commitment to being a better teacher tomorrow than you were today. Next up is our Educational Service Professional of the Year, who is not here today, but I want to acknowledge her anyhow, Niha Habish. She's worked in the field of education for 27 years. She is a pleasure to work with, as noted by her colleagues. Ms. H, as students and colleagues refer to her, is friendly, kind, compassionate, loves children. The children love her and they want to be around her. Ms. H is a great asset to our school, students, and community. Colleagues report being better teachers due to their partnership with her. When I asked her homeroom teacher, she said, "I hope she never retires." Thank you, Ms. H, for serving our diverse student body and for doing so with excellence. Thank you so much for all of your hard work and energy that you put into your job every day. One more round of applause for Ms. H. Joanna Cresco, can you come up? So Joanna Cresco is our 2020-21 Teacher of the Year, excuse me. There's so many to acknowledge today. I'm so grateful to do so. I'd like to thank you, Joanna, for your untiring commitment to the needs of our students, which goes above and beyond the daily school schedule. Each time a student leaves her classroom, they are prepared. Ms. Crespo is able to identify each student's strengths and uses that information to help them overcome their struggles. Her openness and approachability with both students and parents creates an environment in which all students in her class all students in her class make significant gains. Ms. Crespo, thank you for your out-of-the-box thinking and planning and instruction. She creates engaging lessons for her students in which they're challenged, supported, and celebrated. Besides her work in the classroom, Ms. Crespo plays an active role in our school. Her personality and sense of humor make it really fun for her to be at work and to work with her. Although she would never look for individual recognition, she deserves this acknowledgement and honor. We have been fortunate to have her as a part of our FPS family for the past 12 years. Thank you, Ms. Crespo. Finally, we have Louise Ahern. I'd like to thank Louise Ahern for being a wonderful support for our students. She is extremely caring and wants the best for all children at Franklin Park School, not just those in her classroom. She checks on her former students often and always offers a smiling face. Her positive attitude for all students ranges from grades pre-K through 5. Ms. Ahern always looks out for the whole child, making sure that they're taken care of at home and at school. She wants the best for all students. We have been fortunate to have her as a part of our FPS family for the past 7 years. At this time, I'd like to congratulate Tracy Molinari, Joanna Crespo, and our two educators who are not able to be here today, Louise Ahern, as well as Ms. H. Thank you all for your service.
Next up, representing Hillcrest Elementary School, we have Vice Principal, Miss Nikki Tatum. Come on up, Nikki.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Well, first off, I'm going to just say I am super, super duper happy that Mr. Fico is not here because I have an opportunity to recognize these amazing teachers behind me, and so I know wherever he is, he's pretty jealous. So with that being said, it is my pleasure and honor to introduce the 2019-2020 and 2020-21 Teachers of the Year and Educational Support Persons of the Year for Hillcrest School. All of these ladies have made me feel welcome as the new vice principal at Hillcrest School, and I'm extremely proud that I had the opportunity to assist in recognizing these amazing women. So without further ado, let's get started. The first young lady that I would like to talk about is Miss Melanie Nichols. Melanie has been a science teacher for 15 years, 6 years in Franklin. She started her career in Allentown, Pennsylvania, teaching high school biology. She is currently the science specialist at Hillcrest School and Franklin Park School. She guarantees she has the best job in the world. I get to foster curiosity, make messes, and learn science alongside my kids all day. Let's please give her a big round of applause. Thank you. All right, next up for the 2019-2020 school year, we have Mary Molina. And she was the educational support person of the year. Ms. Melito has been a math instructional coach in Franklin Township for 8 years. She spent 6 years at Elizabeth Avenue School, yes, and the last 2 years at Hillcrest Elementary School. Prior to coming to Franklin Township, Mrs. Melito worked at PS 157 in New York City, starting out as a 4th grade teacher, then became a mathematics specialist for grades 3 through 5, and then a math instructional coach. Ms. Melito is the math coach at Hillcrest School, and she has been teaching for the last 14 years. She is also the Title I coordinator, runs numerous math PDs for the district, coordinates and facilitates parent workshops, and parenting partners. The choice of Ms. Melito for Teacher of the Year at Hillcrest this year is not surprising at all. Ms. Melito was recommended by her colleagues due to her hard work and dedication to the teaching profession. She is a caring and involved math coach who devotes her time to ensure that teachers understand the district math program. Mary facilitates coaching cycles to help new and veteran teachers gain knowledge and expertise in teaching math. Ms. Melito states, as someone who specializes in mathematics, my philosophy of teaching and learning mathematics is that it is best learned through well-planned activities that allow students to explore and understand mathematics on their own. Children need time and space to understand mathematics concretely before they can apply skills abstractly. Students need to take an active role in the learning of mathematics, and teachers need to provide situations that allow meaningful engagement with the material. Teachers must provide learning opportunities that allow inquiry and student involvement. Let's please give a big round of applause to Mary. All righty. So our Teacher of the Year for 2020-21 unfortunately could not be with us because now he is a big-time vice principal at Samson G. Smith, so he's holding down the fort. All right, so I am going to just share what I have here about Mr. Sheffrin because he was a very integral part of Hillcrest School, and I would like to recognize him in this manner. Jared Sheffrin has been a teacher in Franklin since 2012. For the majority of his teaching career, he has worked at Hillcrest School. While at Hillcrest, Jared was a head teacher, coordinator of the technology committee, involved in many other committees, and truly helped out anywhere he was needed within the school. He began his teaching career in 3rd grade as a generalist. After teaching all subjects in 3rd grade for a few years, he shifted to team teaching where he taught math and science. During his last 4 years of teaching, he was a math academic interventionist. Most recently, as I stated prior, he was promoted as vice principal of FMS at SGS campus. Jared is a product of the Franklin Township Public Schools and graduated in 2003. He also attended both Hillcrest and SGS schools as a student. Along with being named Teacher of the Year last year, Jared was also selected as Teacher Who Makes Magic for the class of 2021. So let's give a big round of applause for Jared. All right, we saved the best for last. For Educational Support Person of the Year, we have Ms. Denise Salovey. Ms. Salovey has been a literacy instructional coach in Franklin Township for 2 years. She spent 18 years teaching 4th and 5th grade literacy, and the last 2 years, again, as a literacy coach in Hillcrest Elementary School. I'm just reading what's on paper, guys. Prior to coming to Franklin Township, Mrs. Salovey worked as a 3rd grade teacher in Lakewood, as a preschool teacher in Piscataway, and as a basic skills math teacher in the adult education program in Franklin Township. Ms. Salovey is the literacy coach, again, in case you missed it. She has been teaching for the last 25 years. This is Denise's 2nd time receiving the honor of Governor's Educator of the Year. Awesome. She received Teacher of the Year in 2005 and has also been awarded Magic 98.3 Teachers Who Make Magic. Wow, she's amazing. Okay. She is Title I Parent Coordinator, chairs various school committees, runs numerous literacy PDs for the district, coordinates and facilitates parent workshops. She was recommended by her colleagues due to her hard work and dedication to the teaching profession, and as stated before, she is caring and involved literacy coach who devotes her time to ensure that teachers understand and have resources to implement the district literacy program. Denise also facilitates coaching cycles to help new and veteran teachers gain knowledge and expertise in teaching and literacy. Let's please give her a big round of applause. And I just wanted to leave with this quote, but I got it on my phone, hold on, all right, it's ready, phone shut off, okay. So this quote is from Sidney Hook, and it says, "Everyone who remembers his own education remembers teachers, not methods and techniques. The teacher is the heart of the educational system." Congratulations to you all, and thank you for having me.
And now for our Mcafee Road Elementary School, Miss Karen Adams, principal.
Good morning, everyone. You still with us? Yes, okay. All righty. So, ready. Okay. As principal of Mcafee Road School, I just want to begin, well, let me slow down. Congratulations to all the honorees. I wanted to say that, I don't want to forget. But as principal of Mcafee Road School, I do consider this an honor and a privilege to celebrate and work alongside, truly work alongside, these educators who serve in various roles. So today we are saluting a kindergarten, a 2nd grade teacher, and 2 paraprofessionals who support learners in our LLD and resource room programs. These ladies are passionate, dedicated, motivated, masters of their craft, responsive, and most importantly, they always do what they do with dignity and respect for all. So I invite Miss Nicole Ruggiero to come up front, who is our 2019-2020 Teacher of the Year. Miss Nicole Ruggiero is the quintessential kindergarten teacher and a master of her craft. She chose a career in teaching because, and I quote, "I love children and truly wanted to make a difference in students' lives. I want to encourage, motivate, and inspire my students to strive for success, both in my class and in their lives. In my short time with Ms. Ruggiero, I can tell you, mission accomplished. Okay, not complete, you can't leave, but mission accomplished. Her classroom is child-centered, designed to grow children with a wide range of abilities, and she is known for designing systems that promote academic, social, and emotional growth and independence. And with all of that, she still finds time to help lead the PBIS committee and multiple other initiatives at this school. So congratulations to you, Ms. Nicole Ruggiero. To our 2020-2021 Teacher of the Year, Ms. Catherine Freeman. Ms. Freeman is a true champion for kids and a great connector. Her work shows the power of what happens when you have a deep knowledge of your content and build wonderful relationships with kids. Ms. Freeman chose to become a teacher because, quote, I love helping students grow and forming and maintaining relationships with them. Her classroom is a place for students, as you always say, Dr. Ravelli, move the needle of growth. That happens in there often for many learners, regardless of their performance levels. Because of her commitment, she will differentiate and provide the instruction that they need. And her students produce, and they do it for her. Always willing to pitch in, help, and serve students and families and colleagues. Thank you, Ms. Freeman. Ms. Freeman is also an aspiring administrative intern, so she's working super double time now. So thank you and congratulations to you. Okay, teamwork is an integral part of any mission. I feel fortunate to work and recognize these next group of honorees who know not only how to support and take direction, but take the initiative and lead. So our 2020-2019 Education Support Professional of the Year is Ms. Charlotte Glasson. Ms. Glasson. Mrs. Glasson is one of the first people students see upon arrival at school. Her warm greeting sets the tone for many students as they start the day. Ms. Glasson says, I love the rewarding feeling of helping a student learn something and seeing the moment when they understand. I love watching them as they progress. I love the connection that I have with the students. The best part of my day is during arrival, when kids come in the building and hug me before they move on with their day. On any given day, you will see Mrs. G standing over the shoulder of a student, providing assistance, sitting side by side, offering encouragement, or leading a small group lesson, reinforcing the learning goals for the day. During our shift to asynchronous and hybrid instruction, she created videos with fun activities and snacks that families could do and make at home, and it was wildly popular, I have to say. Yes. I did a couple on myself. Okay. So I thank you, Mrs. Glasson, for your attention to details and your responsiveness to students, families, and staff. You are an educational hero. Come on up, Mrs. Velez. Okay, Mrs. Louise Velez. Reliable, responsive, and caring are just a few adjectives to describe Mrs. Louise Velez, our 2020-2021 Educational Support Professional of the Year. Mrs. Velez works with our high-need learners. She is a calming fixture in our building. And I mean calming, because sometimes I go in her room just to, decompress too. So her gentle and patient approach and explanations have helped many students grow and learn, academically and socially, although they are differently abled. Although she is quiet, she is impactful and contributes to our school community in many ways. We all look forward to that special bulletin board that she does in February and the attention she pays to students who need her the most. Thank you, Mrs. Velez, for your dedication. You are an educational hero. Okay, so just in closing, I really want to say, from the four chambers of the heart, thank you for the important role that you play. Thank you for strengthening our school. You do that each and every day. Thank you for being authentic champions for kids. Congratulations to you all, because really what you do does matter. Thank you.
Representing our Pine Grove Manor Elementary School, our principal, Mr. Rivera. Miguel.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm glad to see the tradition continue. We save the best for last. And I also want to, before I recognize my staff members, I want to let Mr. Haney know we signed Donna to an exclusive contract. But seriously, I would like to start by recognizing our 2019-2020 Teacher of the Year, Ms. Kim Baschinski. So what can I say about Kim that's appropriate? So if you know Kim, you know what that means. But seriously, Kim is someone who has always put students first and always excels in whatever grade she's placed. She has worked in education for 16 years, all of which have been at Pine Grove. She has taught first grade, second grade, third grade, and third grade literacy. She is currently assigned to the pre-K classroom. Kim has a special way of connecting with those students that need her the most. She was the driving force for establishing PACER in our school and now spreading throughout the district. She is always looking for ways to make sure all students have a fair and equal opportunity to succeed. She has a bigger-than-life personality and can always find the humor in any situation. She is also the first to be brutally honest with me and give me honest feedback, which is something I appreciate. She is a loving and dedicated mother and a true advocate for all kids. We are proud of her for receiving this recognition and value all that she is and what she does for the students in Pine Grove. Our 1920 educational service professional is retired, but I wanted to take a moment and publicly recognize her at this event. Miss Irene Vistler was with Pine Grove for only a short time, but during that time she made a huge impression. She was a tireless advocate for students. In fact, her favorite quote was, "Everyone deserves a voice," and she truly believed that. Her actions always matched her words and made it well known when she felt any student wasn't given the chance they deserved. She has always been like no other CST member I have ever met, always fighting for students' best interests. Thank you, Irene, for leaving us such a lasting impact. For our 2021 Teacher of the Year, I'd like to recognize Ms. Cynthia Gaspar. Ms. Cynthia Gaspar is a first grade bilingual teacher. First grade bilingual teachers have always had a special place in my heart, maybe because I was a first grade bilingual teacher for 9 years. I can tell you though that Ms. Gaspar is such a far better teacher than I ever was. Since she was very young, she has always wanted to do something with children. As a little girl, she would play school at home with the childbirth and her students, which were her stuffed animals. She is a leading member of her first grade team, and that team always impresses me with their creativity and their stamina. That team works tirelessly for their students, and Mrs. Gaspar is the driving force behind it all. She is a tremendous asset to Pine Grove. Congratulations. And last but not least, our 2021 Educational Service Professional, Ms. Janet Tamari. Ms. Tamari has been a paraprofessional with Franklin Township Public Schools since 2018. Prior to her being transferred this year, she was a paraprofessional in a resource room at Pine Grove. And even though she was only at Pine Grove for a short time, she managed to earn the respect and admiration of the entire school. Even this year, prior to her transfer, she was instrumental in helping establish our breakfast routines and procedures in the cafeteria. She was always willing to help and lend a hand whenever it was needed, simply because she truly cares about all students. She loves being a paraprofessional and positively supporting our community and truly making a difference in the lives of others. She is truly missed at Pine Grove, and we are hopeful that she will return to us one day. Congratulations.
Wow. Really, that's all I can say is wow. What a fabulous 2 classes of Educators of the Year. Well-deserved honors. Principals, thank you so much. Lovely words. I just want to say one thing. I'm going to close out. I'm going to invite 2 people up here to close us out, but I want to say one thing, and it's a simple thank you. Thank you for doing what you do every day. Thank you so much for dedicating your time, putting forth the effort, and making a difference in thousands and thousands and thousands of young men and women's lives. Truly, we appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing, and let's hope that others emulate the work that you get done every day. How about another round of applause? I'll ask everyone to sit down, except we're going to keep up here Dr. Solomon and Mr. Mayor, and they're going to close out our program. So I'm not sure who wants to go first. Dr. Solomon.
Well, once again, good morning, everyone, and congratulations. And now I'm going to change my hat here and talk to you from the perspective of the president of the Franklin Township Supervisors and Administrators Association. So, on behalf of the Franklin Township Supervisors and Administrators Association and the FTSAA Executive Board, I'd like to congratulate all the teachers and educational service professionals of the year recipients. As administrators, we know we cannot carry out our responsibilities effectively without your assistance. All teachers and support staff play a vital role in the day-to-day operations of our schools. However, staff members such as yourself allow our schools to be a special place. Students drive what we do, but great teachers enable us to accomplish great things. I know we can reach all goals that we set within our respective schools because of the high-quality educators in the room right now. This morning, we've heard consistent characteristic traits of willingness, dedication, commitment, and countless participation of committees. With these attributes, you are leaders within your building, and I will encourage you to empower your colleagues to do the same. So continue to model the model. Congratulations and thank you.
Good morning, everyone. This goes with being the final speaker of the event, so I will get right to it. It is my esteemed pleasure to have the opportunity to share a few words with you today as we honor a wide range of magnificent educators. Looking around this room, I have been fortunate to have worked with many of you as a classroom teacher or as president of our association. I simply want to say thank you. Thank you for your tireless efforts and energy. Thank you for your endless acts of kindness and selflessness. Thank you for being a system of support for so many of our students and for one another. And I thank you for being a part of the Franklin family, and it is my privilege to call you my colleague. Since I am a teacher of social studies and I do not have a poetic bone in my body, I came across a short and appropriate poem that I thought I would share with you today. Education is to enlighten, from teaching moral values to facing difficult conditions. Education is an experience that makes you a noble person. Education is the one that teaches you how to behave, how to respect, and how to swim across the wave. Education is everything. It is not just the learning of facts, but it is the training of the mind to think, act, and especially relax. Thank you and congratulations on this well-deserved recognition.
And with that, folks, we close our program. I wish you all a wonderful afternoon. I wish you safe travels, and until next time, be well.
If anybody wants to take pictures on the stairs outside, that would be a nice group shot.
If anybody wants to take pictures on the stairs outside, Ms. Clark is encouraging it.
Because I didn't get a picture of it. Trust me.
Okay, folks, program here. Award ceremony for the Teacher and Education Professional Year at Franklin Township Schools. This was a combined event for 2020 and 2021 awardees. We're going to try to get School Board President Nancy Porter for comments. Who's taking pictures?
Working out well. All right.
Nancy.
Well, that's we got to try it.
Nancy, School Board President.
Yes.
Right there in front of the camera. There you go. Nancy, so your thoughts on the program today?
The dedication, patience, the knowledge, but mostly I'm proud of everyone in this room and all of our staff and friends for the kids. So I That's the good news too.
We lost two Solomon.
We gained 2 years, and looking forward to next ones. Always got great people. Looking for talent.
Do events like this give you inspiration as a school board member to carry on and do what you do?
So we don't really go into a classroom very much, and especially now we don't get that privilege because of COVID. It's such an honor to come and talk to the teachers and any of the staff members and just like they're so happy and it's getting their ideas and stuff like that. I just really enjoy it.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us.
Bill?
That was Nancy Report, President of the Board of Education. And that's going to wrap it up for us for today, folks. Before we go, I just want to once again let you know that this live stream is brought to you by Nick and Robin White, the Begley with the Begley Home Team, Berkshire Hathaway, Fox and Roach Realtors, the Realtors of the Heart. They treat every client like their only client and offer residential and commercial real estate services. You can reach Nick at 732-828-9403 or Nichols.com at att.net. Again, that's 732-828-9403 or Nichols, Nicolas.com at att.net. Well, folks, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for tuning in as we brought you this, I guess, hopefully will become once again a yearly event, barring any future pandemics. All right, this is Bill Bowman from the Franklin Reporter and Advocate. As usual, Franklin, until we see each other again, stay safe.